Hey guys, Brennan here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. I just was wanting to play this instead of an opportunity because it was like at 12 o'clock. I was just trying to do some stuff with my audition music because oh fuck, Les Mis is gonna be hard. I have to do 2 audition songs for Les Mis, so that's gonna be fun. No idea what part I'm gonna get. I'm hoping I get, like, either a lead or a lead supporting character. But yeah, anyway. Enough about my other parts of my life, because a lot of you probably don't care about that. Let's continue with the game. Turn down the volume slightly, because it was a bit loud in my ears. Okay. So we're gonna go with, electricity, lollipop, anxiety, destiny, email, horror, anime, bubbles, climax, fluffy, Doki Doki, sensation, vibrant, giggle, adventure, cage, suicide, graveyard, existence, playground. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Brevy boy!
Oh shit, that's not her voice. Whatever, doesn't matter. I can't remember most of the voices. I just know hers wasn't that. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Like that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her pointers. This is why I'm gonna fumble lines and shit. It's gonna be great. Oh, I'm just scared already. Last year I had a blast doing Mary Poppins, but it was also very stressful. So, you know. This year doing Les Mis is even more terrifying, because that's all singing. And, you had, basically, because I don't necessarily know if I'm going to... I looked up the characters I want to be, and none of them are lead roles. They're all, lead supporting characters, meaning they have a medium-sized role, but they're all supporting characters. They're, like, all the characters I want to be are supporting characters, so it's like, okay. I just watched the movie today, so I now know what the play is, and I know what characters I want to be, and all the characters I looked up that I want to be are supporting characters, so I can't use the 2 songs that you would do for lead characters, which I'm okay with. But then again, this site only had like 3 lead characters, and my friends claimed that there's like a bunch of leads, so I don't know. Anyway, basically, somehow, my friends, I asked like, I don't know, 3 people-ish, like, who I should be, and like a bunch of them, or yeah, not a bunch of them, the 3 that I asked basically all said the same 3 characters, minus 1 for one of the person, because they only give me 2, but you know, So yeah, I was told 2 characters by all 3 of them that I should be, and those were the first 2 that I wrote down. And then upon watching the movie, I was like, okay, I really do want to be these 2 characters. And then I was like, I'm gonna leave this 3rd one that I was suggested to write down on my sheet to someone else who's funnier, because I don't think I could handle it. I don't think I could handle the funny jokes of that character. That character has some funny jokes. And not funny jokes as in, like, what they say, as in, like, their actions. Anyway, sorry, I'm distracted by my real life. I need to get invested in this game world. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair! How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that leaves only one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Feel guilty. Feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. I hate Instagram. Why am I looking at my phone? Brennan, get invested in the game world. God. Stop. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in the book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri, tell Burby Boy to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved with that, Sayori.
Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the retribution. That! So, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But...
You wouldn't have come.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. She's right. Oh, slap. Bitch got slapped.
Yeah!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow. What was... Eh? A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sarah glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. I don't have anything to bite into to make this sound effect, so I guess I'm gonna chomp on my hand.
So good.
Fucking Jesus. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a big bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat. She goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her and starts strangling her to death. Whoa. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leaps down and takes a big bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard about her being late today?
I don't think that these are... You know, when a week passes and you didn't give them, like, very distinguishable voices, you're not gonna remember them for shit. So, that's my downside to recording once a week. I don't remember voices. I guess it's more fun that way, maybe.
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't heard either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had to do something today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me! Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you...
I fucking literally can't stick to a voice. It's so bad. I am making myself angry.
I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika.
I almost fucking said Morgana. Ugh. Speaking of Morgana, I apologize to all you guys who wanted to watch Persona 5. It's just that, because I have to upload it on school nights, sometimes I forget to record it. Like I did the last 2 weeks. I will be recording an episode either sometime today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow. Or actually later today, because it's past midnight already, but whatever.
That's...
Monika looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool.
I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Barbie boy.
Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks! So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. I'm gonna die. It looks like everyone has already settled down.
Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. What? You can't eat a cookie, Sayori. I didn't know you could eat food.
Yuri is back to a book. Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I looked in the closet. She's gone. Oh no. She literally disappeared into the closet. She's gone. No trace of her. She's missing. I have to file a missing persons report. Oh no. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I got a glimpse of the cover of the book. It's the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. But I want to talk to Monika. Why don't you give me a choice, game? I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me. And our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hard-faced for a book. Book. This is a book. I don't have a book that I want to show on stream. Cause I have tons of books. Like, on video, I don't want to fucking go and grab a book and fucking go through the trouble of actually reading one. Cause, yeah, you know, I just don't want to get up. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
2? I have 17.
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear it. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well...
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. Have you seriously just not read the book, and you're fucking giving it to me because you wanted a nice gesture? The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away.
Oh, that also makes sense, but I feel like, yeah, you haven't read the book.
Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Brevy boy?
No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy this kind of stories, so don't worry.
Good, because if you didn't like the book, I'd cut out your jugular.
What?
I mean, I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Oh, and by the way, if you hadn't noticed, if you didn't stay through the entire video last time, you would still... and you fell for my horrible fucking act that I did last time. Holy shit, that was really bad. You would be under the impression that I don't know what's gonna happen, but I do. That's why I made so many dark jokes last time, because I knew the game was gonna make a dark turn, and it was just on my mind. And if you couldn't tell from like the first 5 seconds of watching last time that I was doing an act, then I feel sorry for you, because you really can't tell when somebody's putting on a really bad act, because honestly, I said at the end that I was doing an act the entire time, because I knew it was bad. I knew. There was way too many points where I almost gave it away. for, like, no reason. I'm, like, really bad at doing that, so I'm surprised that I even managed to for that video at all. But mine seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Like me, I kill people for a living.
What? Let me get up for a second.
Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. Until you annoy the shit out of me and I have to tell you to stop. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Just let me get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel my presence over my shoulder as I read. It's super annoying. I want to stab her in the throat. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling's somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. She's sniffing my neck. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry, I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Ooh, those lewd shoulders. Ooh. Ooh, show me those shoulders. Oh. That's a joke and a half. If you're one of my friends in real life, you probably know that joke. That's, if you've been my friend for, like, more than a year now. Because I think the last time I did that joke was, like, late 2016. Like, I don't think I did that at all during 2017. It was a joke, or, like, someone had a shoulder fetish or some stupid joke like that. Yeah. It was dumb. But, like, yeah. I kinda like it. It's kinda funny. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kinda difficult to turn the page.
Here. I'll turn the page for you. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, hold it even closer than before. Girls, it's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and cheeks in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. Girls, getting erections. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Glance over at Yuri's face again, and her eyes meet. Oh! I don't know how long I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. You're not gonna say I'm sorry, guys. I'm laughing over this shit that I just did like 20 seconds ago. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently let go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as it catches her knee. She catches it under her own thumb. Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. I'm sorry. Blunt, get it? But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But for a boy, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry. I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Even though it's completely fucking obvious. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time that we share today's poems with each other. Because you two are getting too close and it's bothering me. And I'm gonna cut somebody's jugular in a moment. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales.
That's an exhale, right, guys?
That's a good exhale. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it into my bag. Ugh. Monika. Hi again, Barbie boy. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I think Monika's best girl. Like 100% best girl. Like, that's a spicy girl.
I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monika. Alright. Great job, Barbie boy. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Or, if I decide not to put in effort, you don't expect any more from me. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, great, white forms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like a playable chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What the fuck? Are you some sort of fucking AI or demon or, like, computer virus? Should I delete this game? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to write your word, where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Kinda makes me sound like you're having a really hard time. Sometimes, asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game.
Are you talking to me? Monika? Monika, are you directly talking to me now?
You never know when you might change your mind. When something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Okay, she was talking to me. Let's go to fucking Sayori. Why not?
Ooh! I like this one, Brevy Boy, because I like all of your poems because I'm a basic bitch. It has some nice feelings in it.
Ah, I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better.
I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good.
Well, don't try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it.
No. I still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Brevy Boy, except for when I lied to you. Never ever.
Yeah, I guess so, except for that one time earlier today that you tried to lie to me. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then?
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. Because I'm a basic bitch and don't know how to write. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
Yeah, well, all of these poems make me feel scared, annoyed, upset, or disturbed. And, you know, the ones that make me feel annoyed are bad poems. The ones that make me feel, upset, scared, or disturbed are the better poems, surprisingly. So the feelings I don't like to feel, the ones are better written. I'm not sure that's exactly how this works. Then again, I guess conveying feeling is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place, so you're a basic bitch.
Yeah, me neither.
Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
You wanna write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There is a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Suri.
Well, I like happy the most. Sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow.
Suri, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Brevy Boy. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put in a bottle safe to keep. I put the bottle on the shelf with all other bottles.
Happy thoughts, in bottles, all in a row. My collection
Make me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and scraping and digging. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out, and to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile beneath my feet. Happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo inside my head.
Holy crap! Siri, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monika taught me a whole lot. I haven't been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty
passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Sorry, are you okay?
Don't get ahead.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Because I know what happens, like, when you think about it, like, a lot of this shit at the beginning that seems fucking pointless is really foreshadowing.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either.
Phew.
Huh? Do what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take it as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognize my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll get as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess I've been friends with her so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sorry, is it type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of the balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the word, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. But if her friends start to like spiders too, that's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think it was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, I think the message is pretty straightforward at home. I doubt I have to explain it.
Because I drink a lot of soda, I get, like, what do you call it? Gas? But, like, throat gas? And it makes me, like, feel like I'm dying. I also get, like, heartburn sometimes if I drink a, like, excessive amount of soda in one day. I don't have heartburn right now, but I do have the like, burpees. sometimes you can explain
Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like Amy, she's a stupid fucking spider lover who deserves death. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. Everything to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Of course, it's how everyone feels about my liking of manga or like some other fucking weird shit. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you and think less of you about. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone? It makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm into some pretty kinky shit myself. I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Baby boy, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of technique worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah, it's just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods.
Really? I don't believe it. I really only write myself. And besides, people just laugh at me.
I kind of feel like this sometimes. Like, some of the stuff that I write is like really dumb, and I don't feel like sharing it with people, but I do anyway sometimes. But like, I kind of feel like this about my personal writing, and I if anyone knows me in real life, you would know that whenever I have free time that I'm not using on video games, I'm using on singing or writing. So, if I could have a career, if I could do any career, I would probably either do like some sort of like tech thing, which is what everyone expects from me and my family, I guess, because I'm smart. But like, I don't know if I really want to do that. But if I could really do any career, it would be playing video games and recording myself like this. But if I can't do that as a career because I fucking, you really can't do that as a career unless you get really, really popular. And honestly, with YouTube right now, I don't know. But if I can't do this as a career, then it's like, I would probably want to do some sort of tech thing or musical theater, because like, that's fun. I have fun doing that at school. I'll probably have fun doing that in a professional setting, except for I'd have to take it a lot more seriously. Even though I do still take it pretty seriously. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon, it happened in the sun, in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught
by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its face and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, freshens off. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has been taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic. Does it say Pavlovian, I think? Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and feed myself again. She just keep feeding the fucking raccoon over and over again until it got comfortable, and then it got comfortable with her. She fucking killed it. It fucking was like, oh, whenever I see that knife, I'm gonna get bread. So she fucking kept doing that over and over again until it associated the knife with bread and being fed by her. So when she took it out, it wouldn't fucking run away, and then she fucking killed it, and then ate the fucking bread. That's sort of fucked up. Okay. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical, although I think it's literal, and you actually did this with real raccoon. And you need to stop. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotion through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. If you take it at face value, it means she literally did this.
Well, I think that's something that different people can relate to in their own way.
You think it's something that different people can relate to? Murdering a helpless animal? I don't think so.
I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies, like murdering helpless animals. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Huh, that's funny.
Eh?
Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
Eh? She did.
Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right! I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common.
That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's also my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that!
Don't worry, I have no reason to. Except for to spite you. So I'm gonna go tell her.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're going to actually be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about this already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monika? Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori has been coloring a poster and it's up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think is that bad of an idea?
Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki.
I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys... No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared a poem with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people.
Game? Computer?
No. No! Game! Game! Oh. Panic attack over. I was having a panic attack because I thought I was going to crash because it froze.
So, I'm sorry.
But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings.
I don't think you can stick it up there. I guess it's more like that. I guess, maybe. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how they do these hand things without having rotating shoulders.
It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself.
I took off my headphones because the fact that this music is just on a loop, after a while starts to bother you, so I took them off like half an hour ago, I think.
Finding new horizons and having fun. That's right.
And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share something like that with others? To inspire them to have the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it takes standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess we'll just have to get over it.
Get it over with. Not get over it. We're not going to get over it. Oh yeah, I forgot, because it just so happens that the song I'm doing for Nisma is from Les Mis as well. And I think we might have picked it before I knew, what play we were doing. Actually, no, we picked it after, but I liked it, so I wanted to do it. But it works out, because I can use rehearsal score to help me with it.
Alright.
Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's distracted faces.
I guess maybe they don't have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem first.
We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monika, this is just too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now let's see.
Monika flips through a notebook to find a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly.
Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice goes through. Oh, I'm gonna fuck that.
More than that, her inflection is pristine.
She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing them to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sarah looks amazed. Yuri has an offensive expression that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath pause.
That was so good, Monika.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. I'm so tired right now.
I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? You're fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called... It's called After Image of the Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first lines, her voice changes. I'm sorry, I'm bored. I'm tired and I'm bored now. So I'm beginning to talk like a character from the room full of curtains on the new Twin Peaks. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her bitch. Her quivering words transform into the sharp-shooted bush of a force and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were just caught that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and lets it back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri's down for the count.
Okay, I guess I am next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and tearfully walks up the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. This poem
is aimlessly cheery, like Sayori's is. Like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew, and through. Sayori finishes as we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori.
Even Preppy Boy liked it.
I'm also a basic bitch like you, Sayori, so, you know, I like all the poems.
I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone.
Next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know?
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki.
I want it. Don't make me go before Preppy Boy. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Preppy Boy lowers everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki.
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I had much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Because I'm a basic bitch, only write one poem every day. I stand up and step in front of the podium.
No, my nose is getting like clogged now. It's good. I think I've been getting sick. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really that good. I'm not as good as everyone else. My brain.
Don't worry about it so much.
My brain.
I think it's less about your writing abilities, more about your lack of confidence in writing. That's something that will improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called...
Why are you looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her satyr, like the goat person. Yeah, satyr. Yup, totally. That's totally what the word says. Satyr. Her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. Never need a reason, I can't sing any more than that because of copyright reasons. If I might get copyright for that. I don't know. It was really bad and quiet, so you know. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving it life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She helps back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy to do today. You better not make me do that again.
Well, you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people.
I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends,
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
it's just an entire thing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
That's just how it is.
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming too. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem, get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll make you pamphlets and let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jizz. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Oh, I'm gonna die. Ugh, my nose is getting stuffed. I don't know why. It's making me annoying. I don't have tissues. So tucking away my nose there was a bad idea. I guess it did unclog my airways slightly, but I don't have tissues, so like I'm very ill prepared for this. Okay, I don't mind. I'll just fucking leave my face the way it is for now and deal with this shit after the video. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. But yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. Ugh. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue for that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this, Alright. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monika, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you. Look at you two. I was going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, pretty boy. You didn't have to say it.
Whatever, let's just go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things haven't changed. Have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual in my home. Hey, Sayori!
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something earlier. I like how we get to... I mean...
Sorry, fumbles the words.
So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... Where's the third option? I would walk home with both of you. I'd walk home with Yuri.
Walking home with Yuri, huh?
Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I'd feel awful turning her down, so... Exactly, this is my feelings exactly. I would just walk home with both of them in my mind, but, she asked me, so I would walk home with her. You can come with, Sayori.
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
You admitted it.
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trades off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. Because I didn't want to have to say no to Yuri, because even in a hypothetical situation, she's still gonna kill me. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point speculating. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Okay, So, in my mind, I said to myself, we're gonna stop at every point that it does one of these. Every point, every single time it does one of these, we stop, regardless of how long the episode is, unless it's like 10 minutes long. But, every single time it does one of these, unless it's like less than an hour, then we'll stop at the hour mark. If it's less than an hour, stop at the hour mark. If it's not less than an hour, we're stopping at these. That's what I've decided for this playthrough. So I really hope you guys enjoy. We're really close to the game taking a darker turn and getting into some of the darker things. I'm not going to spoil exactly what happens, but we're really close to the game taking a darker turn. So I really hope that you guys enjoy, and or at least I think we are. We might not be. I might be wrong. But from what I remember, we're pretty close. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time on Doki Doki Literature Club, or on whatever series I play next. I think tomorrow I'm going to upload Neptunia. So if you guys watch all my videos, I'll probably see you in the next one that I upload. But, yeah, I don't want to have to play Neptunia, because you kind of actually have to play that. This, you literally click, 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 click. This is less gameplay, that's why I chose this instead. But, hope you guys enjoy. I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys!